In today's video, we're going to hunt some penny boxes sent from my good friend Big Mill Hunt Silver. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and that's right. Big Mill Hunt Silver and I were texting, and I was like, man, I wish I had some more California penny boxes. I really wasn't trying to beg him for any, but he said, Rob, I got a ton of boxes. How about I send you 3? So I paid him for the boxes, paid him for the shipping, so I can hunt some more California boxes on my own. Big Mill brother, thank you very much. Looks like he sent me some of these surprise goodies, so I get to clean that up, Big Mill. Come on, Big Mill. And then he also checked to make sure they were circulated pennies, which apparently they are. So let me get these out of this box. Let me get them on the table. And we're going to do a 3-box, California 3-box hunt for pennies. All right, I got the 3 boxes on the table, and I noticed the stamp is from the future. October 52nd, 2026. Kind of an odd date. But anyway, bottom line is, looking forward to seeing what we got in here. Like I said, Big Mill already did me the favor to check to make sure they were circulated. They are. We're going to call it pretty much basic 3-box hunt. Box 1, box 2, box 3. Let me go ahead and move these aside, get box 1 brought down. We'll start with box 1, and as always, I'll loop you guys in when I have my first good find. As a reminder, if you're interested in one of my penny mats or a microscope, I do have links to those down below in the video description. Now let's start hunting. Actually, really quickly, I do want to make a correction. I just noticed that the other 2 boxes are not opened. This one was on top and I saw that it was opened, so I figured that they were all checked for circulation. So I'll have to check those in a little bit. I don't want to do it now. We'll do it when we get to those boxes. I don't want to spoil any fun. But this one must have just popped open from shipping, which is why I thought maybe he checked them all. So that being said, fingers crossed, we do have circulated pennies. We know we got one in the first box, and that's a good start. Now, let me get to hunting and bring you in when I have a good first find. We're on roll 18 of box 1, and it's been a slow box for wheat cents. That being said, I bring in, because we did find our first Canadian, 2001. On top of that, I am pulling aside the 69S's, 70S's, 71, 72, no 73S's, and surprisingly, 2 74S's. I want to get an idea how many S minted 69 through 74s I can find in this box. I'm also pulling aside some nicer 80s and 90s ones because I just checked my album and I do need to upgrade some of those that I haven't been upgrading throughout my hunts. On top of that, we got a couple of nice 70s cents here. And that's about it so far. Copper's kind of light. Wheaties are definitely light. But I'm having a lot of fun. Now let's find some more goodies. All that talking, in the same roll about 4 cents later, we do have a wheat cent. I think it's a 54D. Yep, 54D. A lot of corrosion on it, but we're on the board. First find of the box as far as wheat cents. Roll 21, wheat cent number 2. Facing us, a 53 Denver. Roll number 24, going to yield wheat cent number 3. 1945, oldest of the box. Roll number 27, wheat cent number 4. And I think that's a 52S. It is. Again, pretty corroded, but it is another wheat cent. That makes 4 for the hunt. And let's find number 5. Roll number 30 is going to give us wheat cent number 5, and I think it's a 40-something. 1946 Philadelphia. It's 2 from the 40s to go with 3 from the 50s. Not a bad hunt so far. We still got 20 rolls in part of this one. So let's get after them. Roll number 31 caught me by surprise. Didn't notice it was a wheat cent until I saw the date. Last year, 1958D. Pretty chewed up, but another wheat cent nonetheless. Roll number 37 is going to yield wheat cent number 7. It's a 44S. Another S mint. Oldest of the box, actually, but still nothing old just yet. Running out of time on box 1, but you never know what the next 13 rolls will hold. Well, that's all she wrote for box 1. I still got 2 more boxes to hunt, but kind of a subpar box, if you will. Only 7 wheat cents and nothing older than 1944. I was able to add quite a few 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, and 74 S mint marked pennies to my collection, which makes me happy. Got a handful of decent 80s and 90s cents that I'll be checking against my album. We did find the foreign, 159, and 4 overall. Better than what you'd expect to find in a box pennies. They don't look as great under the camera, but they're not too bad. And the last find I wanted to show you, this beautifully toned 1968D. Thought it had some cool toning. We'll add to the collection. Box 1 is down. Let me get the discards into the box and we'll do a live opening on box 2. All right, box number 2. I went ahead and checked the nicer 80s and 90s against my album. I was able to upgrade 2. The rest went back into circulation. And I'm keeping the 69S's just for sake of accounting because I generally get 1 a box, sometimes 2, sometimes 0. We got 3 in box 1. Hoping we get a little bit more in the next 2 boxes, but that's more than I usually get. Now that we've done that, let's make sure we have circulated cents here. Ooh. All right, I think I saw a circulated one. That makes me feel better. All right, we got circulated cents. Let's get hunting on these. I'll bring you guys in on my first find. Roll number 57, or 7th roll of the second box. We've got a wheat cent. It's a 1948 Philadelphia, and I see the top of one that looks a little suspicious. And it is 52D, so 2 wheat cents in that roll. That makes numbers 8 and 9 for the hunt. And since we found a couple, we'll just take a quick perusing and see if we see anything else. All right, nothing else there. 9 wheat cents, 57 rolls. Roll number 60. And we've got 10 wheat cents as of now. A 1951, I think that's an S as well. It is dinged up pretty good, but it's a 51S, and that makes 10. Roll 71, wheat cent number 11. 1958 Denver. Roll 79, and we're going to have our second Canadian of this hunt. This one, 1998. Roll 81, wheat cent number 12. 57D in good shape. Take that all day. Same roll. Looks like a cleaned 1944 out of Philly. Tied for our oldest, 13 wheat cents. Roll number 88 of the hunt, wheat cent number 14 of the hunt, a 56 Philadelphia. Roll 89, our third foreign. Looks like it's going to be another Canadian. This one from 1981. Box 2 has been hunted. That's 100 rolls so far. We have 14 wheat cents. Ironically, 7 in the first box, 7 in the second. Another nice new fresh stack of S minted Lincoln cents from 1969 to 1974. We did add 4 more 69 S's to it, so 3 in the first box, 4 in the second. Only a few pennies worth looking at against my collection. We added a couple of Canadians, and that's about it. So 14 after 2 boxes means we've got to find 16 in this box. Good thing about pennies, you never know, we're going to get a really good box. Hopefully we can get at least 6 to get to 20, fingers crossed. But my goal is 30, so you better perform, box. All right, dump those, slide that over, do a live opening. Fingers crossed it is circulated cents, and then we'll get to hunting. All right, the good news is out of the 3 cents I pulled aside, 2 did upgrade my album. That makes me happy. Last 50 rolls of the hunt. Are they circulated? They are. All right, let's kick it off. Roll 1 or 101, and I'll bring you in with my first find. Roll number 110, wheat cent number 15. Another 1945 from Philly. Roll 114 of the hunt, and we're going to have wheat cent number 16. And it's a 45 Denver. Seems to be the bottom that we can get to, 44, 45. Can't get lower than that. Not mad at it, though. It does make 16. 4 more closer to 20, but we still need 14 to get to 30. Roll number 122 is going to yield wheat cent number 17, and it would have been a dandy. But it's scuffed up pretty bad. That's unfortunate, Man, it could have been nice. Last year, 58D. Obverse looks good. Reverse, lot of scuffing. Man, it's a shame. Either way, we'll take it. Add it to the collection. 17 down. How many more to go? Same roll. We've got another Canadian. 1997. Cool toning on it too. Roll 140. And we're finally going to get our 18th wheat cent. You can see it poking out. Before I grab it, I guess I'll state the obvious, because it sticks out like a sore thumb. But last night I cut my thumb pretty good, so I had to stop the hunt, hoping that we can hunt okay for the rest of this box. We only have a few rolls to go. It's another 1945 as expected. Nothing old. Sitting at 18. One at 30. Praying for 20 now. Roll number 144 is going to give us wheat cent number 19. A 51S. Nice seeing another S, but we need another one to hit 20. Roll 148, and we're going to hit 20 wheat cents. This one's obverse facing, so I saw it was a 52D. I'll take it. Nothing wrong with hitting 20 in 3 boxes, although we need one more in this box, and we would have received 7 in every box. Well, it's official. 150 rolls hunted, 20 wheat cents. We got 7 in box 1, 7 in box 2, 6 in box 3. That makes 20, and nothing below 1944. That was the oldest. We did add a few more of the 70 through 73 S's. No 74 S's in that box. And we had 5 1969 S's for a total of 12 in all 3 boxes. None were the DDO. Got a few more cents to check against my album, so I'll be doing that. We ended with 4 Canadians. We actually had 4 1959s. One's over here, and I'll show it in a second. 3 cool toners that I'll keep. Love the tone pennies. And quite a bit of some really nice, older Lincoln cents. Some of them are not as nice as the others, but I'll be checking them against my rolls to see if they will help fill them up. And if some of them just don't look as good as they should, I'll stack them with my copper pennies. Speaking of copper pennies, pretty light on the boxes. They all were about half what I usually get. So at least the experience for these 3 California boxes were a lot more S pennies than I normally get, although not as many as I suspected. Not a lot of wheat cents. All 3 boxes were below my average, but we had some nicer cents to add to the collection, and I still had a fun time hunting them. I want to thank Big Mill Hunt Silver for sending me the 3 boxes. Wish we would have got some more goodies, but that's coin roll hunting. You never know when you're going to get a good box, or an average box, or a below average box. Hopefully you enjoyed this 3-box California penny hunt. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching. Since I mentioned it in the video, I thought I'd give you a look at my 1959 to 1998 Lincoln Cent album. You can see many of these are in mint state red condition. I've got a couple in here that I still need to find suitable replacements for, including an 82 small date copper cent. Man, I can't seem to find a nice one of those. But for the most part, most of them are in great shape. Probably could use a new 85, a new 86, a new 91, maybe a better 93 as well. But for the most part, pretty happy with my modern Lincoln cents from 59 to 98. All right, book's almost done. I'll keep an eye out for these in future hunts, and I'll give you an update if I find a better one.